KARD Welding got started in 1982. Our father was laid off from a previous company, so he decided to get into welding.
He started it on his family farm in a small little chicken coop. To go from a small little chicken coop to what it is today is pretty crazy if you think about it.
Got into some bending, some welding for another company here local. And then from there, he was called. A guy had an idea, and they started doing a lot of structural steel processing for other fabricators that needed help with overflow.
KARD does fabrication of structural steel components, of bridge components, bridge beams, bridge girders, and miscellaneous metal. For structural steel market, we work for other fabricators solely. We don't bid to contractors, so we work for various different customers, and we do the processing of the steel. So we cut it, drill it, camber it, cope it, paint it.
We do anywhere from single truckload to multi-truckloads.
Some of the bottlenecks that pushed us to getting the PeddiBlaster is the amount of time that it was taking us to get projects through.
A lot of our stuff has to be SP6 or SP10 blast, where before, we weren't getting behind stiffeners in different locations. This current blaster gets everything one time through, so we don't have to run it double through.
We would get it to the other side of the building and turn around and have to bring it back, so extra material handling to find out that we got to run it again.
We used to run 16 inches a minute on our old blaster. Now we're running 8 to 10 feet a minute. So a 90-foot long web that we do for girders went from about a couple hours to run that one web. We are now down to 9 minutes to run a 90-foot piece.
Our PeddiBlaster will see every piece of steel that runs through this shop. Efficiency-wise, it's going to be a tremendous value.
By installing the blaster, it's improved the business financially. We're able to meet deadlines better than what we were, and just the blast profile's 100 times better.
The fact that it's not as noisy as our machines before with the doors on it, it closes down. You don't have to hear all the noise. It's just cleaner. It keeps the dust in a little bit better. It blows off the shot. You don't have to have somebody there to stop it. You don't risk going through a door like we have in the past. You don't risk the piece rolling off the rollers and falling on the floor because, somebody wasn't paying attention. It stops it itself. You can tell it to start, and as it's rolling it in, and it knows when to actually stop it when the rollers come out the other side. So this machine can tell you how long the piece is when you put it on the rollers at the start of it to the end of it, and then it will also tell you how many minutes it took you to blast the piece.
Up until last year, we were running about 6,500 ton a year. This past year, we upped that to about up to 13,000 ton. Then now that we have this piece, we're able to look at a lot more work for this size machine that we got.
I think the training for this machine went very smooth. The guy that did the training, he was very knowledgeable, knew exactly, what the machine was supposed to do, when it was supposed to do it.
So if we were to hire a new person, new operator, run it maybe less than half a day, and they should be able to run it by themselves with no issues at all.
Peddinghaus has been great, bringing the machinery to our attention and showing us what it could do. And then with the process of being able to get the equipment here, get it installed, get it working. If we have a question or something, we can call them and troubleshoot what the problem might be. They have a quick turnaround with calling us back, letting us know, getting the parts to us. If we need a technician to come out, they'll send somebody out as well.
Some of the other pieces of equipment of Peddinghaus that we have currently right now, we do have an angle line. We do have a HSFDB 2500 plate processor. We have two Peddinghaus BDL 1250 drill lines. We also have a Peddinghaus coping machine and a Peddinghaus Peddi Rider. The company's grown in the last 5 years with adding men, for one. We've been making a lot of purchases with equipment just to keep up with automation, to help with the efficiencies.
The next level for our company would be to, invest in faster, more accurate equipment, and, how can you make it more efficient with that?
This thing is going to be a game changer. It's just that fast, that quick, that efficient. Why didn't we do this years ago?